7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now live.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I'm already messed up. We got a different camera angle today.
Yeah, because we were yapping so much.
Yeah,
the
we
cameras-
were yapping. Hey, it is Monday.
So if you want to use that camera angle and it's a regular week, you'd sit on the last chair on the end.
Okay.
See?
Well, I think what I'll do is on the break, I'll fix that camera. Will that work?
See, here's where that camera's pointing. It's pointing over there. You'd have to go, way over
All
there.
right, I will fix it later. Anyway, it is Monday, July 3rd. On this day in 1937, spam is introduced. Sorry, just an accurate slip of the tongue there. Also, happy birthday.
It's put through the grinder.
It's, when you're a kid, your parents would say, like they'd make you lunch or something and say, eat it or you get nothing. I think it's the only time I took nothing.
Before we get further into the open, look, the fog is blowing away. You can see it.
Look at that. That's
Look at
nice.
that. That's pretty wild.
This would be a good time to fix the camera. Anyway, let me. Also, happy birthday to George M. Cohen and Tom Cruise, born today on the 3rd of July. Wait, what? They're both born on the 3rd of July? Oh, stinking liars. The Yankee Doodle Dandy and the star are born on the 4th of July. Lied to us. Hey, my ex-girlfriend actually has a pair of Tom Cruise's underwear.
Really?
Yeah. And actually, I still have a pair of hers. So, 2 degrees of separation.
Oh, boy.
Just saying. You've chosen to spend some time with They'll Learn Ya. Good for you. I'm the host of the program. Well, I don't want to undersell my contribution here. I'm the host and creator of the show. I am Michael Buster McMahon, former star of the off-Broadway show O Velveeta. Thank you. I felt like chuckling myself. And I shouldn't laugh at the own jokes I wrote, but that made me chuckle. Anyway, of course, the man in the yellow hat to my Curious George, pal and producer Peter Cole. Say hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
He failed a class in college for cheating on his metaphysics exam. He looked into the soul of the boy sitting next to him. Look at that. Nice. I said I liked that, but it was too long last time, and you shortened it.
That's because I stopped it.
You. All right, today in the show, cool stories about great songs. Plus, if we have time, I'm going to read the Thomas Hardy novel, The Mayor of Casterbridge, to you. But we probably won't have time for that. Funny bone! So sit back, relax, have a donut, and remember, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty ones.
Right.
I don't, quoting Fernando, I don't feel marvelous. I look marvelous, but I've had a rough week. I think.
Okay.
And there's nothing like necessarily like one particular thing. I kind of feel like I'm getting eaten to death by an angry moth. You know?
I got held over last night, so.
You got what?
I got held over. My relief got injured and ended up in the ER.
Oh, they're all right?
I guess so, but he had to call out for yesterday, so.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
That's fine.
And you know what? I think last week, this is kind of cool. I think we had a pretty good show last week. And we had a lot of first-time watchers or viewers or listeners.
Get some feedback?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's cool. So if you're new to the show today, welcome. Hey. Hey, I think it's kind of weird. The theme song that we use, Welcome Back, has been used on my show more than it has been on the Welcome Back Cotter show. Right?
Probably by now, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start season 9 in September. Is that? Am I right? Is it 9?
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are being renewed, right? As far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My contract demands have been met.
Sure.
Excellent. All right, so why don't we? This isn't what we do in the show. If you knew, like, oh, is that all they're gonna do is they talk? No. We play some cool songs and we play and we tell the great stories behind them. So hopefully you learn something today. That's why it's called That'll Learn Ya. You know, Harry Rock hates that name of that show. You know, he calls it
What does he call it?
the Michael Buster McMahon Show, which is kind of egotistical. If I did that, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't do that. You know, like, you know, like they could have come up. Actually, the Dick Van Dyke Show, the first episode was called Head of the Family.
Really?
Yeah, and Carl Reiner played the Dick Van Dyke role in the pilot.
No kidding.
Yeah, because he created the show, and then of course he was Alan Brady on the show, and he got Dick Van Dyke. I'd say it worked out pretty well. Actually, the first season didn't do so well, and it was almost going to get canceled. But Sheldon Leonard stepped up. He said that he'd help produce it. You remember Sheldon Leonard, right?
No.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He was Nick the bartender in It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Okay, and the two characters from The Big Bang Theory were named after Sheldon Leonard. How about that?
Okay.
You're learning something already.
I am.
We haven't even started.
Right.
So it's kind of weird. Like at the MGM this week, I held an elevator for an elderly guy. He had a cane, and I saw that it was going to close. So I held the elevator open. No big deal. There's 6 elevators there. Another one would have been there within 2 minutes, but I held it for him. And he said to me, he's like, you're a good person. And I said, well, there are probably quite a few who would give you.
Beg to differ.
Beg to differ. Thank you.
Like that
Nice,
plug?
yeah. My old sitcom.
Yes.
That never got bought by NBC. See, now I'm mad.
Finish your story.
All right, and he's like, well, you're a villain in somebody's story. I'm like, oh my God, I say that all the time. And then he called me smart and everything. And I wanted to hire this guy because I'm like, this guy made me feel pretty good. But I say that all the time. Depending on who's telling the story, you're either the hero or the villain.
That's what it's called, storytelling.
Yeah, and so I was doing a lot of writing this week because I was having a rough week. And writing, I was very productive writing. I wrote a play, and I finished 2 plays that are like 10 years old. And so like sometimes I like to play like slower, sadder 70s songs. So this song came on my list, and I was playing it, and I thought about that old guy, and I'm like going, yeah, because there are people in your life that you have let down.
Sure.
Now Chris Isaak was ranked 68th. On VH1's 100 Sexiest Artists. And Chris was laughing about that because he's like, I was a former boxer. I broke my nose 9 times, and nobody ever said to me, my whole life, oh, you're sexy. The first thing that people would say when I came to the door was like, hey, do you box? And basically he's like, it's kind of funny now that, because let's face it, women love singers. I saw this local band, and I don't remember their name, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyway because I don't want to insult the lead singer, and they're probably broken up by now anyway.
Yep.
But the guy was kind of funny looking, and women are just swooning all over him because he's the lead singer of a rock band.
It's true.
That's what happens. Here's Chris Isaak, a song that is absolutely fantastic. It wasn't a hit, and I blame everybody for not making it a hit because it's fantastic. But it's my favorite Chris Isaak song. Here's We Let Her Down, 89.5 WSKB.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Everybody's trying to tell me what is right out her face. She's gone, I pay the devil to replace her. She's gone, and she's gone, what went wrong? Get up in the morning, look in the mirror. I'm worn as a toothbrush hanging in the stand, yeah. My face ain't looking any younger. Now I can see love taking her toll on me. She's gone, I better learn how to face. She's gone, I pay the devil to replace her. She's gone, what went wrong? Think I'll spend eternity in the city. Let the carbon and monoxide choke my thoughts away. In pretty bodies help dissolve the memories. There can never be what she was to me. She's gone, I better learn how to face it. She's gone, I pay the devil to replace her. And she's gone, what went
Hall & Oates. Now, they wrote that. They were trying to console each other because, bad things happened to both of them at the time. Daryl had just divorced his wife, Brenna, and John, New Year's Eve date stood him up. So they wrote that to... Is that...
Hey, man, get a hit wherever you can.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is great. They're trying to console each other, but doesn't Daryl win this? Like, if you told me that your car was stolen, I'm like, oh, man, Peter... I know what you're going through. I can't find my keys. Not the same thing.
No, pain is pain. Loss
I know,
is loss.
but you got stood up. You got stood up on New Year's Eve. Okay, that's horrible. But Daryl's getting a divorce. What? I think Daryl wins this argument, don't you?
There's no winning and losing.
Now, some people have a problem with the subject matter of this next song, but I'm going to tell you. Maybe he should have changed the opening line. But there's a really beautiful story behind this. Now, Benny Mardones...
It's got one hell of a piano hook.
Oh, it's just such a fantastic... I would do anything. If I could sing this karaoke, I would go out 5 nights a week, the karaoke bus, I swear to God. I actually tried it one time because I could sing it okay in the car. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. You never know.
Right.
And what killed me was the host of the karaoke that night, just before I'm going to go on. Now, he's a fantastic singer. And he looks at me, he's like... Good luck. I've tried this, and it's hard. I'm like, oh, because all my confidence. Thanks, Kevin. That's great. Yeah. But anyway, so Benny Mardones, he was living in this apartment complex, and across the way was his family, whose the husband, the father left, and the family. So he gave little odd jobs to the kids, including, the daughter. He would say, hey, can you walk my dog in the morning? Because, I have a lot of late nights. I'm going to sleep late because, I'm going out playing gigs and everything. And she was like, yeah. So he and his buddy had stayed up all night. They were trying to write, and nothing was coming. And next thing they know, it's like 6:30 in the morning. They'd stayed up all night trying to write songs. Nothing happened. So she comes in, and she was going to like a private Catholic school. So she came in with that skirt. And the writing partner went, whoa. And Benny looked at him and said, hey, she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. And that was actually the opening lyrics to the song. This is the way the song came together after that.
Yep.
So some people think the song is kind of creepy, but the story behind it is actually very, very touching and sweet, how he was helping that family out. So this was really his only hit, unfortunately, and out of desperation, like 5 years later, he remade his own song. And it became a minor hit again. That's why once in a while you'll hear the song and it'll sound slightly different. But I believe that this is the big hit version that we all knew, loved, and wished we could do karaoke. Here's Benny Mendones and Into the Night, 89.5 WSKB.
She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone, they said. Separated by fools who don't know what love is yet. But I want you to know, if I could fly, I'd pick you up. I'd take you into the night and show you love like you've never seen, ever seen. It's like having a dream where nobody has a heart. It's like having it all and watching it fall apart. And I would wait till the end of time for you and do it again. It's true. I can't measure my love. There's nothing to compare it to. But I want you to know, if I could fly, I'd pick you up, I'd take you into the night and show you love. Oh, if I could fly, I'd pick you up, I'd take you into the night and show you love like you've never seen, ever seen. If I could fly, I'd pick you up, I'd take you into the night and show you love. Oh, if I could fly, I'd pick you up and take you into the
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hello, girl, it's been a while. Guess you'll be glad to know that I've learned how to laugh and smile. Getting over you was slow. They say old lovers can be good friends, but I never thought I'd really see you. I'd really see you again. I go crazy when I look in your eyes. I still go crazy. No, my heart just can't hide that old feeling inside, way deep down inside. Oh, baby, you know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy. You say he satisfies your mind, tells you all of his dreams. I know how much that means to you. I realize that I was blind just when I thought I was over you. I see your face and it just ain't true. No, it just ain't true. I go crazy when I look in your eyes. I still go crazy. That old flame comes alive. It starts burning inside, way deep down inside. Oh, baby, you know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy. I go crazy. You know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy. No, my heart just can't hide that old feeling inside, way deep down inside. I go crazy.
All right, what's up with that ending?
What's up with the ending?
Yeah, that weird crap at the end. It's a
I-
great song.
I didn't write that song. What's really weird was at work we play this Madonna song, okay, and it's not particularly one of her better ones.
Okay.
And at the end of the song, she ends up by going ah ah ah. I'm like, I just picture in the studio like, hey, how do we want to end this song? Like, I don't know if this was Madonna's idea, and I suspect Madonna surrounds herself with a lot of people who don't want to disagree with her. Hence, how else do you explain the American Pie remake? Nobody had the.
It was for a movie, though.
Nobody had the guts to stand up and say, "No, you shouldn't do that."
It was for a movie.
What movie?
Wasn't it in Austin Powers?
I don't know. I hope not. That nobody should be forced to listen to that remake. It's absolutely horrid. But I suspect that sometimes people just I didn't write that one. Do you have any questions about the song "My Reality" or "Shelley's Eyes"?
No.
Oh, because I wrote those.
Okay.
So I could answer. I could answer you pretty. Actually, the answer is they were inspired by the same girl, a girl that you met once.
Okay.
College girlfriend Michelle.
All right.
Because that's when you're young and silly, you write a lot of you write songs and stuff when you're young and silly. That's what you do. Hell, to impress a girl in college, I wrote her a full-length musical. That's nuts.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won her over. I didn't, it didn't work out in the long run, but which you should. If somebody writes you a musical, you should give them a chance. Like, all right, I'll go out with you. And holy crap, man! You wrote me an hour and a half long libretto. Jeez.
Okay, keep reading.
Hey, yeah. So that song, "I Go Crazy," it had an unusually long chart record. It took 5 months since it was released. You know how sometimes songs shoot up the charts?
Yep.
It took 5 months for that song to go to number 7. 5 months. Like little by little, people like, all right, I guess that song's okay, and it took 5 months for it to grow on everybody. I guess.
Well, that's good.
That is
That's good sticking power.
That is a long time.
That's good sticking
Spent
power.
3 weeks at number 7, didn't go any higher, and then shot right back down again. But that's a pretty good. So we had that little promo for Tina's show in between.
Uh-huh.
I think isn't that like the only show I haven't been on?
Probably, yeah.
So that's on my bucket list. I want to be on Tina's show.
Okay, ask her.
All right. Well, I don't know her as well as everybody else. That's probably the problem. So when you see Tina, like, hey, Michael wants to be on your show sometime. So
Oh.
I didn't know what I would talk about on her show. Right? It's all about health stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I could be an example, like what not to eat. Like, for example, here's our guest, Michael Buster McMahon. I understand you like Mexican Coca-Cola and fried food, Michael. And things with lots of cheese in it. So yeah, maybe that could be the angle. See if you can sell her on that. So the group, the Commodores, they needed one more song to complete the album. And their guitarist and trumpet player, William King, was sent home. They're like, all right, you know what? You haven't written anything on this album. It's up to you. Go home, write a song. He's like, all right. So he tried to stay up all night, tried to write the song, and he fell asleep. When he woke up, the lyrics to a song was all written. He's like, what the? Well, fortunately for him, his wife was a song lyricist, and she wrote the song for him. She felt bad. She came in, and she's like, oh, this poor guy. I'm going to write him a song for him, so that way he'll have a song. So the lyrics were put to a groove that the band came up with, a jam session, and my God, did it work, huh?
Yeah.
Here's the Commodores, and to all the ladies out there who are brick houses, here's Brick House, 89.5 WSKB.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
It don't matter to me if you really feel that you need some time to be free. Time to go out searching for yourself, hoping to find time to go to find. It don't matter to me if you take up with someone who's better than me, 'cause your happiness is all I want for you to find. Your peace of mind. A lot of people have an ego hang up 'cause they wanna be the only one. How many came before, it really doesn't matter, just as long as you're the last. Everybody moving on and trying to find out what's been missing in the past. And it don't matter to me if your searching brings you back together with me, 'cause there'll always be an empty room waiting for you, an open heart waiting for you. Time is on my side, 'cause it don't matter to me. 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 It don't matter to me, 'cause there'll always be an empty room waiting for you, an open heart waiting for you. Time is on my side, 'cause it don't matter to me.
It don't. It really does. I'm a breadhead. Did I ever tell you that?
You are?
Yeah, I'm a breadhead. That's the band Bread. I don't know if Bread. If you're a fan of the band Bread, shouldn't you be called a breadhead? Kind of like a tribute to the Grateful Dead there.
I guess.
Wouldn't that be good?
A breader.
A breader? Okay, that works too. Yeah. So now that David Gates wrote that about a year and a half before he ever even joined the band Bread. He just wrote it as sort of like a writing exercise to keep himself busy. And as the band was succeeding, he's like, I got that old song. This would probably work well with the guys here. And it did. It was a hit for them.
Yeah.
He goes, it's got an unusual bridge, and I thought that it would sound good. I kind of forgotten I wrote it, and boom, I brought it out, and everyone seemed to like it, and it was a hit. So good for them.
Cool.
I think do I have a tease on this one? I do. You like these when I tease the second song in the set?
Sure.
So try to think about this. You've got the answer sitting in front of you, so you can't guess. But I'm talking to the people at home. This song was the number one song with the longest title. Okay? So see if you can think of that. I'll give you hints from the 70s. Try to think what that might be. So, all right, so now this song, Desmond Child has written a lot of great little rock and roll numbers, and he and the band Aerosmith We always give you a Massachusetts band every single week. Why? I don't know. It's just something we do.
It's something we started and now we can't get away
Yeah,
from.
we started and we noticed for some reason, like the first 3 shows that we did all that time ago, coincidentally, I noticed that. And then
It's
it
gone longer than the Undertaker streak.
Yeah. What's the Undertaker streak?
He was like 21-0 at WrestleMania matches,
gotcha.
and then Brock Lesnar finally beat him.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't know why I didn't think of that, Peter.
It's a streak.
The MGM, I won the first 45 times I went there. I walked out. Isn't that? Now that was a streak. That was.
Did he even up with you overall?
No. No.
Are you still up?
Oh yeah. I'm in 2023. I'm 71 wins and 7 losses. That's pretty good. Of course, to be fair, the 7 losses are a lot bigger than the wins, of course. But you don't leave the casino when you're down $90. You try to get that $90 back. The other day, oh my God. One time last week, I was down 700. I had to come all the way back from being. That's not a good feeling. That's a pretty bad feeling. But I did it.
Okay.
And you know how you walk out of there after you get out of a $700 hole and you walk out with like $15 profit? I was happy to get my $700 back. You know how you walk out?
How?
Strut. Yeah. That's how you walk out of the casino when you come out of a $700 hole. Anyway. So that trio with Desmond Child, they wrote the song Angel. And they wrote this song at the same time. But they realized, you know what, they're 2 kind of power ballads. We got to be careful here. We are this rock and roll band. And power ballads were very good to Aerosmith, but you don't want to mess up your image. So they actually held this song for 2 albums because, they couldn't put them on the same album. And I guess they didn't want to put them on the next one. Angel appeared on Permanent Vacation. And then this one didn't appear till Get a Grip. And it's probably my favorite Aerosmith song. Here's Crazy, 8.5 WSKB.
Come here, baby. You know you drive me up a wall the way you make good for all the nasty tricks you pull. Seems like we're making up more than we're making love. And it always seems you got something on your mind other than me. Girl, you got to change your crazy ways. You hear me? Say you're leaving on a 7:30 train and that you're heading out to Hollywood. Girl, you've been giving me the line so many times it kinda gets like feeling bad looks good. Yeah. That kind of loving turns a man to swell. That kind of loving sends a man right to his grave. I go
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtsBeat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
It's lonely out tonight, and the feeling just got right for a brand new love song. Somebody done somebody wrong song. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. So play for me a sad melody, so sad that it makes everybody cry. A real hurting song about a love that's gone wrong, 'cause I don't want to cry all alone. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. So play for me a sad melody, so sad that it makes everybody cry. A real hurting song about a love that's gone wrong, 'cause I don't want to cry all alone. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. Won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. Won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel.
You know, I think I could do that one karaoke.
Probably. It's
I
pretty
think
in your range.
Yeah. That's B.J. Thomas there. And yes, as the tease says, it was including the part in parentheses. Hey, won't you play another Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song? Was the number one hit with the largest title as of, a couple of years ago. I don't know, maybe something has come out further. Now, some people might say, hey, Michael, what about that song that Stars on 45 song? Because it actually, in the title, officially listed like all the songs that it kind of sampled, but that doesn't really count because it's not the title of the song. They included like the.
It's a compilation song.
It's a compilation song, and they sort of included the 11 titles that they did. So, but that's not really one song. So officially, the B.J. Thomas song is recognized as. So hey, if you want to try to write a song with a longer title, and if it goes number one, hey, you can knock off B.J. Thomas's record.
Okay.
I think it's still active. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, so now this song particularly was it was written about Prohibition, and it was originally called December 5th, 1933, which was the last day of Prohibition. I can't believe you think of Prohibition lasted a long time.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you kind of think of...
we was dry for a bit.
Yeah, we were dry. Sure we were. What a crazy to think that something like that could have even gotten passed. My God.
Look at what's getting passed nowadays.
I know, but to think that Prohibition that could happen. So Frankie Valli hated it. He absolutely hated the song. He goes, it's kind of catchy and everything. Why don't we change it? So he changed the date of the song, and he made it like a nostalgic love song. And it worked, of course. So here's Four Seasons and Oh, What a Night, 89.5 WSKB.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Even now, when there's someone else who cares, when there's someone home who's waiting just for me, even now I think about you as I'm climbing up the stairs, and I wonder what to do so she won't see that even now, when I know it wasn't right, and I found a better life than what we had, even now I wake up crying in the middle of the night, and I can't believe it still could hurt so bad. Even now, when I have come so far, I wonder where you are. I wonder why it's still so hard without you. Even now, when I come shining through, I swear I think of you and how I wish you knew. Even Even now, when I never hear your name, and the world has changed so much since you've been gone, even now I still remember, and the feeling's still the same, and this pain inside of me goes on and on. Even now, when I have come so far, I wonder where you are. I wonder why it's still so hard without you. Even now, when I come shining through, I swear I think of you, and God, I wish you knew.
Ah, yeah, that will get you. So the lyricist for the song, Marty Panzer, he noticed a trend in song. He goes, there's a lot of love songs where somebody's missing somebody. But basically, they're all about, hey, I'm miserable. That's why I miss you. He's like, how come there's no love songs about, I miss you just because you're worth missing? And that's what he started to do. Although it does sound like the guy was a little upset. He woke up crying. So, I mean, I guess things aren't completely right for him. But he set out to write, and it's a good point. Don't you think? You got nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I miss you because you're worth missing. It's a lovely little message.
Okay.
So now, the band America, they wrote all their own songs. They were very proud about that. But then one of the guys left, and so he was kind of like one of their big writers. So they tried to write without him, and they did not have a hit. And Russ Ballard, we've talked about Russ Ballard. Russ Ballard has written some of my favorite songs. Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow, I Was Made for Loving You. He wrote a lot of these great songs. And he said, you know what, I'm going to write a song for these guys. They need help. And they're very good at harmony and everything. So that's why he came up with this exact song. And at first they were like, well, we kind of write our own stuff. I'm like, well, listen to it, let me know. and they listen and they're like, hey, this would work well for us. Because I said, Russ Ballard's a hell of a writer, and he wrote it just for America. So, of course, it's going to be great. And, of course, they obviously, well, you know the ending of the story. They recorded the song, and it became a big hit. Here's America, and You Can Do Magic. 89.5 WSKB.
Couldn't see, I said if I can't feel it, then how could it be? No magic could happen to me. And then I saw you, I couldn't believe it. You took my heart, I couldn't retrieve it. Said to myself, what's it all about? Now I know there can be no doubt. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire, magic, and you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone can turn to clay. And when the rain is beating upon the window pane, and when the night it gets so cold, when I can't sleep, again you come to me. I hold you tight and the rain disappears. Who would believe it? With a word you dry my tears. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire, magic. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone can turn to clay. And if I wanted to, I could never be free. I never believed it was true, but now it's so clear to me. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire, magic. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone can turn to clay. You're the one who can put out the fire. You're the one who can put out the
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Foreigner from the album Agent Provocateur. Now, Mick Jones was the primary songwriter on that, and as he was writing it, he realized he had to tap into it emotionally. So he thought way back in his past when he was like an emotional wreck about a relationship that broke up. And as he was writing the song, it kind of brought back a lot of that, and it kind of depressed him. But he wrote a hell of a song.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they do, like if they ever do it live. I wonder if he's okay with it and everything. Right? I mean, sometimes it's
might not have as much emotion in it.
maybe. Yeah, that was a good. I remember that when the album came out. Like I bought it the first week it came out. I had the big hit there. I Want to Know What Love Is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was a good album. Tooth and Nail. I think it was. I might be mistaken. It might have been the last album before. Yeah, I believe it was. It was the last album, and then Lou Gramm came out with some solo stuff. He eventually went back to Foreigner, and then not. And
then not.
Yeah, and then again they split. And it's weird, like because I've never seen Foreigner without Lou Gramm. I've seen Lou Gramm without Foreigner. Lou Gramm's not as big as I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you had to pick like a '80s rocker to come at you with a knife, you might want to choose Lou Gramm. You might be able to take him. Just saying, if that's ever an option.
Okay.
So now San Francisco band Clover, they went to Europe. And they failed. So they returned to America, and they regrouped as The News. And Chrysalis Records, who had released their first album, and it flopped. So Chrysalis let them have a second album. But this time they told them, there has to be a hit on this. And they gave them a song. And it was written by Mutt Lange. And they were like, we did a Mutt Lange song before already, and it failed. Why are we going to do another one by him? And they're like,
because we're your record company?
We're your record company, and we're telling you that you're done. If you do not have a hit off of this album, you're done. Right. So they realized that we got to do this, whether they like it or not. And guess what? It did become a hit, and it taught them a valuable lesson, that you can do whatever you want on an album, but you better have at least one or two hits on it if you expect to keep. And boy, did that lesson go home, because their next album had 5 hits on it. Sports.
It's interesting how Huey Lewis can no longer perform. He can't hear.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
Somebody said they saw him like a couple of years ago at the venue, the concert venue. It's the Indian Reservation or something. It's got that super long name.
Yeah.
And it was one of his last shows, I guess.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's a wonderful, wonderful body of work. And of course, this song was just catchy as hell. I hope they realized what they had after they recorded it, because it's a lot of the song's a lot of fun. Here's "Do You Believe in Love" from their second album and their first real hit. Here's Huey Lewis in the News, 89.5 WSKB.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
I'm carrying a torch for you. I'm carrying a torch. You'll know how much it costs to keep carrying a torch. Flame of love that burns so bright. That is my desire. Keep on lifting me up higher and higher. You're the keeper of the flame, and you burn so bright. Baby, why don't we reconnect? Move into the light. I've been going to and fro on this, and I'm still carrying a torch. You must know how much it's worth when I'm carrying a torch. Baby, you're the keeper of the flame, and you burn so bright. Why don't we reconnect and move on further into the light? I've been calling you on the phone, 'cause I'm carrying a torch. I can't do it all on my own, 'cause I'm carrying a torch. I'm carrying a torch for you, baby. I'm carrying a torch. You know how much it's worth, because I'm carrying a torch. I'm
One of the biggest jerks in rock and roll.
Van Morrison?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the pettiest people. I heard this, somebody mentioned it on a show, and I was like, that can't be true. Maybe he's just having a bad day. So I Googled it, and it turns out he's an a-hole to everybody.
Wow. I wonder who's more Johnny Rivers. People don't like Johnny Rivers either.
Apparently, well, Dagan McDowell was on a show, and she said that she had him on some show she was doing, and he went in the green room, and there was a group of people coming on like before him or something, and they were like blind or something, and he threw them out. He threw them out of
Wow.
He threw them out of the green room. It's like, no, this is a green room for everybody, not just for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care. He's an Irish accent. I don't care. I'm throwing them out. And they're like, they're blind, you idiot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember the first time, going as a stand-up up the ladder. The first time I performed in a place that actually had a green room, and like there was like, there's like soda and beer and candy and chips, and I'm like, that I can have this. Like, there's no bucket here that I have to put money in. I can just eat these chips and soda, and that's when I felt I arrived. I'm like,
And you arrive when you have a rider.
yeah. So
let's just be honest.
So Van Morrison, that is my favorite Van Morrison song, and it's funny because a lot of people are Van Morrison fans, despite the information that you have.
I'm a fan too.
Yeah,
It's just in real life he's a jerk.
But a lot of people don't know that song, and that surprises me because I think it's his most beautiful song. Now, Tom Jones actually had a little bit of a hit with it because when Van Morrison wrote it, he showed it to Tom Jones, and Tom Jones fell in love with it, and he wanted to record it. So Van Morrison helped him, and he actually played on 4 tracks on that album. But that came from his Van Morrison's album, Hymns to the Silence, I believe, which came out 92, maybe 1992.
Okay.
If I say it more confidently, you would believe it. No one's going to check up on that to see what year it came out. It might have been 91, but yeah, it's my favorite Van Morrison song. What we're going to do here, we're going to switch the second song. We're going to play the second song first and the first song second. Do you know why?
Why?
Because somebody who really wants to hear this song has worked late at work. And let's give her a little more time to get home so she can hear her song.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do the first song first, which means I got to find the information about that. Well, I know about it. I don't have to look it up. So Howard Jones recorded this song, and it wasn't a hit. And Phil Collins contacted him. He's like, that song is amazing. And the lyrics, and I agree, the lyrics are just so, and he's like, I really think redone, it could be a hit. So Phil Collins came in, he reproduced it, and yes, you can definitely tell it's the Phil Collins drum on this version. And Phil Collins did some of the backing vocals, and the song did become a hit this way. And Howard Jones loves the new version, but he says the fans, his true dedicated fans, prefer the original. So in concert, he will always do it the way it was originally done. Okay. It's funny because I get this because it's funny. I had a friend in college, a friend in high school, excuse me. She was this huge Howard Jones fan, and I never knew who he was because he didn't have any of his hits yet. And then the new song came out. That's the first time I remember. And that's what was called the new song. And it's the first time I remember hearing him. I'm like, oh wow, this guy is pretty good. And then then we got this song. Then we got Don't Try to Live Your Life in One Day, Never Everlasting Love. And he had all these hits. And I asked my friend, I'm like, well, you must be thrilled. Howard Jones is a big star now, and you were there from day one. And she was not happy. She's like, he used to be mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Now he's the world. The whole world loves him. He used to just be my secret little thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, but he gets to keep putting out records, when you're successful, so you're going to keep getting new Howard Jones. But she didn't see it that way. It's an interesting point. So here is the redone version, the version that we all know, except I guess true Howard Jones fans liked the original. Here is No One Is to Blame, 89.5. I know some people who will disagree. People will blame me for something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I tell you all the time.
You're always to blame.
I say, I'm blaming you. It's not your fault. I'm just blaming you.
Gotcha.
Right, here's Howard Jones, 89.5 WSKB.
You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat. You can feel the cushions, but you can't have a seat. You can dip your foot in the pool, but you can't have a swim. You can feel the punishment, but you can't commit the sin. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. You can build a mansion, but you just can't live in. You're the fastest runner, but you're not allowed to win. So break the rules, and what's the camper cost? The insecurity is the thing that won't get lost. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. You can see the summit, but you can't reach it. It's the last piece of the puzzle, but you just can't make it fit. The doctor says you're cured, but you still feel the pain. Aspirations in the clouds, but your hopes go down the drain. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donuts shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
On the street where you live, girls talk about their social lives. They're made of lipstick, plastic, and paint. Such a shame when they
Bon Jovi. Now, they started off, and he recorded the song and everything, and he sent it to every record label and manager that he could think of, and never got a response. So
Nothing,
out of frustration, he went. There was a brand new radio station that opened up in New Jersey, and he went to it, and it was so brand new they didn't even hire a receptionist yet. So he was able to walk right in. Nobody stopped him, and he walked right into the where the DJ and the promotion director was. And he's like, "Listen, we're a local band. This song I think is really, really good, and can you please play it?" And they're like, "I don't know." And they listen to it, and they're like,
No, not horrible.
Yeah, and they actually inspired them to come up with a something like a homegrown compilation of local artists and stuff. And the song became known. They were signed, and that was
Was it New Jersey 101? Because they
it was
run their
WAPP, whatever 101 is. WAP.
Okay, I'll
You're
look up
listening
those
to
calls
WAP radio. Yeah, look up WAPP. See if I got a friend who works at a couple radio stations down there in New Jersey. He's an extra in movies too. We should have him on the show. He's a fascinating fellow. He's written books about sitcoms and stuff. So this is somebody who, we should probably get on the show. I'll reach out to him. He's very, very busy though. Did you figure out your answer?
No, I'm still looking it up.
All right. I don't know why I'm playing this next song. It makes me cry. This guy, Dan Fogelberg, of course, we played his Christmas song. I said it makes me cry. This guy had 3 songs that made me cry. I'm not a wuss or anything, but there's just something about Dan Fogelberg. He got me, I guess. And I've always had a connection with this song because the song was not a huge hit when it came out in 1987. I heard it the first time, and I loved it. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, I love this song. And so what you do back then in 1987, you have the cassette, and you wait for the song to come on the radio again, and you'd record it. And so I'm listening to one station and hoping that the song would come on, and it didn't. And suddenly I had this urge to suddenly change the station to another station. I think it was 102.9 is when I actually caught it, and the song had just started. So like the song and we were so connected. I knew that it was playing at another station, and that's how I first recorded the song.
Okay.
Because it's too cheap not cheap. I was poor. 17 years old, all your money went to your car.
Yeah, sure.
Saving for your car. So. Now, this poor guy, he spent 2 years writing this album over his divorce. He was just pouring his emotion into the album and everything. And was the album any good? No. Critics lambasted it. They thought it was absolutely horrible. So the poor guy comes out with this album, trying to get over his divorce, comes out with the album, and apparently it's not that good. Maybe it was too emotional. But this was the adult contemporary hit. It didn't really hit the top 40, but it was a hit on the adult contemporary chart. And as I said, it's one of 3 Dan Fogelberg songs that make me cry. Why am I playing it then?
It's almost the end of the show.
I like it. Here's Seeing You Again by Dan Fogelberg.
Seeing you again was like meeting for the first time in a foggy dream so many years ago. Strangers in an airport searching for a word to break the ice. Holding you again, even for the briefest moment, made me realize how much I love you still. Wanting you to want me, still not knowing if you ever will. Seeing you again, seeing you again was the sweetest torture I may ever know. Seeing you again, seeing you again, made me wish I never let you go. Running free along the beaches where our shadows first began to intertwine. Listening to your laughter, wishing that your love could still be mine. Seeing you again, seeing you again was the sweetest torture I may ever know. Seeing you again, oh, seeing you again made me wish I'd never let you go. Did you only come to say you're sorry? Or give it one more try? Or did you only need to see there was nothing left for me inside worth seeing? Running for your train, you smile back through the doorway like you used to when our hearts still beat as one. And as I turned away, I knew the lonely days had just begun. Seeing you again, seeing you again was the sweetest torture I may ever know. Seeing you again, oh, seeing you again made me wish I never let you go. Seeing you again, seeing you again was the sweetest torture I may ever know. Seeing you again, seeing you again made me wish I'd never let you go.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things we
One of the most sampled songs of all time.
Michael McDonald. Now, is it? Let's say that you have the CD that song is on, and
Yes.
it's in your car or whatever. I mean, is it possible to just play that song once? I mean, as soon as it's over, don't you like? I gotta hear it again. That's
I
just-
like a lot of Michael McDonald
Ah,
stuff because
he's
got
soul.
great
He's got
music.
Yeah, he's got soul.
Not only just the voice, but the music behind it is always just impeccable.
The female vocalist on it.
Who's that?
That's his sister.
Is it?
Yeah, he's like, he's like, hey, why don't you sing good? She's like, no, you sing good. I've heard you around the house. Why don't you do the backing vocal on this? And
I'm sure she doesn't mind the residuals.
No, it's a great song. Love that song. So Michael McDonald, the first time he went on Twitter, you know what his first tweet was?
What?
I keep forgetting where I put my keys. That happened to me the other day, and I'm hoping it was the universe stopping me. Because usually I go to the casino in the morning, but there was nobody home, and I'm like, men of a certain age, we get 50% off in the food court. And I said, I'm going to go to the MGM for lunch, and I'll probably hit them for $25 or whatever. If I play a blackjack table, win one hand, boom, I'll be good.
Okay.
Tip the $5, go have lunch. And I couldn't find my keys. I always put the keys right in the area where right in the beginning. And it's frustrating because you got in your house, so your keys are in the house. So I couldn't find them for like 4 hours. Finally, I found them in the upstairs bathroom for some reason. Why the hell would I bring them into the upstairs bathroom? Like if I came home and had to go to the bathroom, I'm going on the first floor. So I'm thinking the universe hid my keys because had I gone in the casino, it would have been a financial disaster. So
Okay.
that's what I like to think. I know the universe probably has more important things to worry about, but I like to think it took some time out to prevent me from losing a whole bunch of money. Anyway, so now this song, speaking of what Dan Fogelberg did, Peter Cetera did this too, trying to get over his divorce and his, trying to become a single parent and everything. So he kind of poured himself into this album. And he decided to, it'd be kind of fun if he had a couple guest stars. Now, this song should have been a monster hit. And if you listen to it, hopefully you like it the first time you hear it because I think it's just absolutely incredible. He got Shaka Khan. It only went to number 68.
Shaka Khan.
That's, you almost have to do that when you hear that. The song only went to number 68 in 1993. What's the matter with you people? Here's Feels Like Heaven, 89.5 WSKB.
All through my wandering years, I always said I was biding my time. All alone in the dark, I'd face my fears. That no other heart would come to mine.
At first when you found me, it took me a while till I realized why I felt weak when you were around, why I couldn't speak when I looked in your eyes. All this time I've been searching until I was lost in my dreams, and I never knew that love could feel like heaven watching over me. Wherever you are, invisible hands reach over the miles. For every wish you make to the stars, there's one silent kiss I send to the sky. All this time I've been searching until I was lost in my dreams, and I never knew that love could feel like
Shouldn't that have been a hit?
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, it's a great song. Peter Cetera, Shaka Khan.
It should at least been an AC hit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic song. Anyway, hopefully you learned something. Did you learn something today?
I did.
Oh, good. You learned that there's 3 Dan Fogelberg songs that make me cry?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the takeaway from the show.
Yep.
Hopefully you learned something. We'll be back next week, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, we'll be here next week.
And then I'm gone for a couple weeks.
Oh, good. Well,
You'll have to deal with Kenny.
Oh, okay. I like Kenny. That's cool. All right. Cool. I am Michael Buster McMahon, drinking milk both ways before crossing the street and never, ever give up your dreams. That's my pal and producer in there, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
We always like to end with something kind of fun, and this song is kind of fun. Now, this guy, Tom Lerner, he was a math teacher, and he taught musical theater on the side. He also had another nice little paying gig. He wrote 10 songs for the educational children's television show, The Electric Company. This is my favorite one he did. Here's L.Y. We'll see you next week.
This is Lee. It's spelled L-Y, and it's very useful. Let me show you. You're wearing your squeaky shoes, and right there taking a snooze is a tiger. So how do you walk on by? Silently, silently, silent. L-Y. You're a secret agent man who's after the secret plan. How do you act so they don't know you're a spy? Normally, normal, L-Y. At an eating contest, you boast that you can eat the most. How do you down your 50th piece of pie? Eagerly, yeah, eager, L-Y. On the lake, your boat upset, and your clothes got soaking wet. How do you stand and wait for them to dry? Patiently, patiently, patient, L-Y. In the public library, you fall and hurt your knee, but the sign says quiet please, so how can you cry? Quietly, quietly, quiet, L-Y. As you walk along the street, a porcupine you meet. How do you shake his hand when he says hi? Carefully, carefully, careful, L-Y. You enter a very dark room, and sitting there in the gloom is Dracula. Now how do you say goodbye? Immediately, immediately, immediately.